The world needs the unique gifts only you can give. So show up today knowing you're needed.
Forgetting the foolish things, looking straight ahead, holding on to hope, choosing life instead. The power that you hold is in what you believe. So believe for better things, you deserve to be free.
Welcome to Talk More Soon. I'm your host, Brianna, and today we're speaking about ways we can keep ourselves grounded during a season of chaos. You may be in one of those seasons right now where it just feels like you're going through never-ending turmoil. I've been there. And so I want to share with you 4 tips that I've used in my own life to keep myself level-headed whilst going through that kind of season. But first and foremost, we have to take our first sip of the morning. So I have my cup of Milo here. Grab yours and let's take that first sip. So I actually have like 4 tips for how we can ground ourselves in a chaotic season, but maybe I'll add one. And that is, of course, drink some hot beverage or tea, chocolate tea, Milo in the morning, because it definitely sets a tone for my day, at least. I don't know about you. So I'll be using my phone as kind of like a guide because there are specific things I want to say that I don't want to forget. So 4 tips to keep yourself level-headed and grounded during a season of chaos. Number 1, do what you can and then rest. You can only control yourself. The only thing in this life you can control is yourself. All right, and that's something I've literally had to say to myself over and over and remind myself that, look, when you've done all that you can do, literally you just have to wait. Wait and allow whatever it is that you're hoping for and preparing for to come in its perfect timing. And give yourself the rest that you need because you have done your part. And so what I would generally do is just find comfort in knowing that everything that I could think of doing, I have done. And so I know that whatever is causing a delay or whatever is causing me to have to wait more is not necessarily me because I have done everything under the sun. And so when you have literally done all you can do, there is no point in stressing yourself because you've done what is in your power. Maybe you're waiting on somebody else to do something. Maybe the delay is being caused elsewhere. But just rest in the fact that you cannot do one more thing. And when you cannot do anything else, that's signifying that you need to rest. It's time to relax. It's time to unwind and wait for whatever it is to come to you. That's number 1. Number 2, remain positive, pray, and speak life because the circumstance will change. Just as sure as the sun comes up every morning, the circumstance will change, especially when you've done all that you can do. So remain positive. You see, when we're going through a time of stress, adding further stress and worrying about it is not going to change anything. It's only going to stress you out even more and make it more likely that you will get some form of illness. Because I know they say, for example, stress can actually lead to some types of cancers. So you don't want to add any more stress to your life. And so what you can do is remain positive. When a negative thought comes up, cast it down. Don't dwell on it because all you really have in this situation is your hope, is your positive thinking. That's what's going to bring you through. And it's going to be like medicine to your body and medicine to your spirit. It's going to help you go another day. Because when you can't change a situation, stressing about it is only hurting you more and more. There's no use in it. I know because I used to stress like stress was a job and I was the number one employee. Like I was the master of stress, like overthinking, trying to control the situation, worry, worry, worry. Then I realized that's only being toxic to myself and causing myself unnecessary um unhappiness. It doesn't make any sense. So remain positive, pray, and speak life. Don't just think positive, but speak positive things. So don't just think that this is going to be over soon or this is going to work out soon and then speak the opposite because you're canceling out the good that you're believing. Speak life. There is power in your tongue. Power of life and death is in your tongue. Speak life only. And don't entertain anybody around you who is speaking negative. They speak negative about your situation, tell them, shh, it's gonna work out for me. And I'm not speaking about situations where people are being delusional, no. For example, if you are expecting that, I don't know, someone's gonna leave somebody else to be with you because you want it to work like that. I know the law of attraction is teaching people that they can manifest somebody else into their life against the person's will. That's just crazy. But separate and apart from that, there is power in your words, and your words can and do determine the quality of life that you live. Third one is find an outlet. Cry, talk to a trusted friend or family member. So, going through some of my roughest seasons, the type of person I am, and this might be relatable to some of you, I will go through struggles and nobody will know. Me not tell nobody, me, God, and my tears alone. And I've learned through that that crying is good. Crying is healthy. There's so many times I've cried and literally just feel a release and feel better after, feel like I can go another day. It's your body's way of releasing pent up energy and stress. So crying is good. It's not weak. Crying is not about being weak or strong. It is simply your body releasing stress. So don't overthink it. But as strong as I try to be and independent in my troubles, there are times when I do need to talk to someone. And that's fine. Even if I'm not telling the person the fullness of what I'm going through, just to have someone else encourage you or just to speak with them about something completely unrelated can lift your spirit. And you also want to surround yourself with not just people, but even what you're viewing online and on social media. Maybe you need to do a cleanse of your circle, like people, and a cleanse of your social media to get out some of those negative influences. Because in another episode, I'm going to speak about the algorithm and how, what you're searching for on the internet, what you spend the most of your time viewing and entertaining. The algorithm on the internet is going to give you more of that. You ever go on YouTube and watch something, and then when you're on Google or when you're on, even not just Google and YouTube, Google owns YouTube, but let's say you are on Netflix and you're watching a show, and then when you go on the internet, you see an advertisement for the show pop up. Or even people have even said sometimes they're talking about something like with someone else. And when they go on their phone, they see something related to what they were talking about. These phones, I tell you. But just to show you, so you have to be mindful of what you're putting out there into the atmosphere because you're going to get it back multiplied. So make sure you are putting out positivity as much as possible. All right. And finally, look forward to the blessing and prepare for it so that when it comes, you are more than ready to step into the new season. Look forward to the blessing and prepare for it so that when it comes, you are more than ready to step into the new season. And it goes back to being positive. Look forward to it, expect it to come. Because I've seen in my own life, just because something's taking a while doesn't mean it's not going to come. It might not come in the way you expect it, but it's going to come. Prepare for it so that when it does come, you are ready to jump and dive right into it. Mm-hmm. Take the whole time that you're waiting for it to cross all your T's and dot all your I's. Yep. And just be hopeful. Just be hopeful. Be expectant. Prepare. Don't talk too much. Shh. Learn to be quiet and everything. If you talk and every dream you have, or vision, or desire, if you talk about, not even to people that you trust sometimes just shh and work at it in silence and watch it manifest. But they will see it. They will see it when the time comes for them to see it. So yeah, these steps are like repeat. 1, 2, 3, 4, repeat. Do what you can and then rest. 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 The only thing you can control is yourself. 2, remain positive, pray, and speak only life. Find an outlet. Cry. Talk to a trusted friend or family member. And number 4, look forward to the blessing and prepare for it so that when it comes, you are more than ready to step into the new season. And when you've done all that, repeat. Rest, remain positive, find an outlet, prepare for the blessing. Rest, remain positive, find an outlet, prepare for the blessing. Rest, remain positive, find an outlet, prepare for the blessing. When it comes, you will be well ready to step into it. So, those are my 4 main tips that I've implemented in my own life to keep my head above the water, to not only survive, but to even thrive through a season of chaos. You know that you can thrive through a stressful season, and so much so that you don't even remember sometimes that you have this problem or you don't look like what you're going through. Yeah. But I pray that whatever it is that troubles you, that there will come a day very, very soon, before you know it, that that situation will be fully gone and you'll be free. So, yeah, that is it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. Share your thoughts as well and share it with someone who you know needs it. Thanks so much for listening, and we'll talk more. soon.